Hello class and good afternoon, good evening, good morning kung ano mang oras ninyo pinapanood yung discussion natin. So today we will be discussing about gender sensitivity and responsiveness. So ito na yung last lesson natin for finals and for the semester. So when we say gender sensitivity, it refers to the awareness, recognition, and respect for gender differences and inequalities, and also the ability to respond appropriately in behavior, language, policies, and interactions. Wait lang. Ayan. So, gender sensitivity, it is being aware na ang mga tao dapat they are treated differently because of their gender. And choosing na, and pinipili natin na itrato ang lahat ng fairly and also respectfully. So, kailangan we are aware, we are fair, and also respectful to all genders. So, huwag tayong maniniwala basta-basta sa stereotypes. Like for example, na ang mga lalaki, they are more stronger, ang mga babae, they are weak, ganyan. And we have to treat everyone equally. So, you as a student or as a professional soon, be mindful of your own words and actions that will affect others. So instead of saying na girls are bad at math or boys are bad at English, pwede mong sabihin or dapat mong sabihin na anyone can be good at math and English with practice. Okay? How are we going to apply gender sensitivity? So sa bahay, ang problema kasi only women do the chores. Sila lang ang dapat maglinis ng bahay, magluto, mag-alaga ng mga anak, and so on. And ang mga lalaki daw, dapat sila lang ang gagawa ng mga desisyon. But everyone helps and everyone has a voice dapat. Okay? Example, kung si nanay, siya ang nagluluto at naglilinis, dapat si tatay ganun din. Vice versa. And also, yung mga anak pwedeng tumulong sa gawaing bahay. How about in school or tama, sa school. Sa school naman, minsan kasi may mga instructor na mas tinatawag ang mga lalaki kaysa sa babae. Or minsan, ah, ang mga girls hindi nila nararanasan maging leaders or there is a harassment or unfair treatment. So, kailangan meron tayong equal opportunity and respect for everyone. Example, paano natin i-apply ang workplace gender sensitivity or school gender sensitivity, dapat ang mga teachers, they will give equal chances to speak sa mga students. Or bigyan niya ng chance yung mga students na maging leader, hindi lang puro lalaki. And also, abisuhan niya or sabihan ang mga students na i-report ang bullying or harassment. Okay, so this is to sa mga students, merong law na nagpoprotekta sa kanila, yung RA 7877 and RA 9710, which was already discussed on our previous chapter, chapter 9. Within peer groups, so bullying daw is based on gender or identity. Nabubuli ang isang tao dahil sa kanilang kasarian and nagkakaroon ng pressure to act like a real man or like a proper girl. Example, lalaki naman talaga siya, straight siya, pero may galaw siya na medyo malambot. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na bakla. Ganon din sa babae. So we have to respect the differences and we have to support each other. And this is covered with the concept of SOGI or sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression, wherein people can have different identities and way of expressing themselves. So in mass media, women are shown as weak or they are only for paganda-ganda, while LGBTQ plus members, they are characterized as negative na citizen. which is dapat hindi. So before posting anything else, you have to think before believing or sharing what you see. Parang, totoo ba to? Kailangan ko bang paniwalaan to? Or do some research, mga ganyan. In applying gender sensitivity, we have four steps. First, we have the self-awareness wherein we are going to check our own beliefs. Kailangan ko bang husgahan ng isang tao base sa kanyang kasarian? And sa critical thinking naman, you have to question unfair practices. Fair ba yan or biased? Also, we need to have empathy. We have to understand others' feelings, hindi yung puro sarili mo lang. And also, action. Do something fair and respectful. So you have to speak up, you have to include others, and avoid harmful words. Sa gender responsiveness naman, it means we have to take action or ayusin natin yung gender inequality. Hindi lang dapat nagiging aware lang tayo. Gender sensitivity is thinking, while gender responsiveness is doing something about it. We have core components for gender responsiveness. Una is you have to know the issue. At kailangan mong intindihin yung real problems and include everyone and let all the voices be heard. Also, kailangan meron kang aksyon. Gumawa ka ng mga solusyon and check results. Tignan mo kung nag-work ba yung plano mo or yung proposal mo. So, steps in gender responsiveness, it covers gender analysis, wherein we are going to identify the problem. We have to plan and think of solutions. We have to implement, wherein we are going to put the plan into action and evaluate. I-check natin kung merong improvement. Okay, so that ends our discussion for chapter 10. Very, very short lang talaga siya. And ngayon ko lang siya naisingit. So, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, class, for being so understanding, as in super duper duper. And I apologize if meron man akong mga lapses as your instructor, but I am doing my best talaga na ma-meet ko kayo. Pero, ayun nga, minsan may mga events na natatamaan yung sked natin, and I really apologize for that. I really thank you for being so understanding. Okay, thank you, class, and I'll see you soon.